Man, we got to talk about this Joseph Parker Martin Bakole fight, man. So much strange stuff is going on around this fight. I hear Frank Warren do an interview with Radio Raheem. Shout out to Seconds Out, who did an article about me a couple weeks ago. But anyway, shout out to them at Seconds Out. They talked to Frank Warren, and Frank was talking about that Daniel Dubois was ill and he might have to take some meds and something about making sure there was nothing in the meds that didn't clear Vada. And I thought, wait a minute. Is this is my speculation. I don't know. But it just kind of sounds like Daniel might have tested positive for something. And then if he does, they'll say, hey, he got sick and it's the meds. It wasn't the juice. It was the meds because he had got a cold. This dude was fine the day before. Shadow boxing, hitting the pads faster than ever. I even thought, man, did I get it wrong by picking Parker? That's how quick his double jab was. So I was like, wait a minute. Something is fishy. Hopefully it comes out because it's just weird that all of 2 days before the fight, a dude pulls out, Martin Bakole steps in. I had done a video a couple days ago that if Daniel Dubois beat Joseph Parker, he's the man to beat in the heavyweight division. I got to change that. If Martin Bakole, with no camp and 2 days notice, comes in and beats a seasoned fighter like Joseph Parker, he's the man to beat. It's just weird. There's a video I got to watch with Derek Chisora. I think he's on Seconds Out with Radio Raheem, and the title said something that about Daniel Dubois should owe Joseph Parker some money, and he's talking about for pulling out because this is a dangerous fight and it's not a title fight, but it does give Joseph Parker all the credit in the world because everybody's like, man, this dude is a warrior. For him to take on Martin Bakole for no title on that short of a notice, how many dudes would do that? So everybody's bigging up Joseph Parker. Teddy Atlas and others revealed that Joseph Parker actually wanted Bakole. He actually wanted him. And, the reaction that he gave, I reacted to the audio, but I think he already knew before that. I think that was just for the cameras because I saw even on his YouTube platform where he went up to some guy that called him over for an interview and he's like, I can't say nothing. So I think he already knew. I just think that was for us to be like, it was nice theatrics, but I think they'd already talked behind the scenes because he alluded to them all gathering around, he and Andy Lee and things like that. But speaking of Andy Lee, man, I pulled up his highlights, man. That dude was vicious, man. I saw him lay some dudes out with some uppercuts. I was like, Andy Lee was no joke, man. Go check out Andy Lee's highlight reel. But, yeah, there's some funny business going on with Daniel Dubois, and he gets sick. And I heard Kurt say when he listened to Daniel Dubois' last interview, it sounded raspy. But I listened to the interview with headsets. I didn't hear no raspiness. He sounded perfectly healthy to me. Now, maybe I didn't listen to the whole thing. Maybe I had to go further into it to hear the raspy voice. But I think it has to do with the PEDs. I really do. Because, I think they're just going to say he got sick. And then I think he'd already got tested. And so when he gets tested, they can say, oh, well, it was the meds from the sickness because they probably could strip Dubois if they found out he was juiced up, and maybe he wouldn't even have an IBF belt. So there's something funny going on. But nevertheless, we got Joseph Parker and Martin Bakole tomorrow. Who you guys got? It's the J Roos Theory. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's the J Roos Theory over there. The Cash App is $JRoos33. And I should be going live tomorrow if you would like to join in for the fun and the big card. People are calling this the best card in boxing history. So tune in and we should have a blast. It should be fun. It should be real fun to see all these great fights, even with the replacement fighters. They might pull an upset. You never know because Joseph Parker nor Shakur Stevenson have had time to prepare for these new guys. So tune in. LSR forever. Be fearless. Yay.